From car upholstery makers to electric motor producers, the sentiment about the auto industry seems to be the same. If they fail, we may not be too far behind. In fact, some plants say they're already feeling the trickle-down effects of a weak auto industry. 3 workers were recently laid off from this Massachusetts plant, which makes some of the cloth and carpet used in GM cars, because as one official puts it, when Detroit slows down, there's just no work for them to do.
We should be having to talk loudly over a machine that runs outside this office. That went down for the rest of this month until probably until January. It went down on Tuesday because there's nothing to run.
This facility manufactures parts for hybrid vans and trucks produced by Ford. They say they haven't had to lay off any workers yet, but they're certainly feeling the crunch.
We have seen demand drop off in the last 2 months especially as fuel prices have dropped down.
The parts makers say they're optimistic the auto industry will turn around with Washington's help. But DiMaggio says in order for executives to get the immediate bailout they've been lobbying for, they'll have to try a new approach.
Look at what happened 2 weeks ago when everybody showed up in corporate jets. I mean, how foolish is that? The mentality has to change. They're eating crow this week, and they've come back in a more reasonable manner to ask for assistance.
And they may have gained some ground. On Friday, congressional Democrats and the White House were working toward an agreement on about $15 billion in bailout loans for the big 3 car makers. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says legislation will be up for a vote in the House next week. The Senate is also expected to take up the matter within the coming days. Mike Gracia, The Associated Press.